Mitraaya namaha. Thank you for being in the energy circles. Welcome to Energy Circles VSPTenneti channel. Why so many mantras, deities, sadhanas, pujas, chanting, rituals and methodologies? Once you realize the ultimate truth, you don't require them. Freedom of choice. Understand the freedom of choice. Even if you know that a doctor, advocate, chartered accountant or a scientist does not require the nursery rhymes and the basic education systems, you cannot avoid passing through the process and the various methodologies. They are all proven strategies to take you towards the destination. If you are studying medicine, you may not have to learn the attributions of a law professional. Even if you learn them, you just attain knowledge. If you can walk without a handstick and see without glasses, you really don't ever need them at all. If you are already attuned to one methodology or practice, if you are able to gain clarity and satisfaction in your chosen way, you don't need to resort to these. If you don't believe in anything non-scientific, if you don't trust the esoteric, if you don't need God, if you are fine with whatever you are, then you don't need them. It is obvious. These are concepts designed for those who think they know very little and that they need to know more. Then they may turn towards this methodology. These are laid upon the foundations of faith and surrender. Doubt, hesitation, fear and skepticism will not take you anywhere. It is just waste of time. Unless one silences the logical mind, unless one blinds the conscious mind, unless one opens the door of the subconscious mind, all such information give rise to doubt and criticism. You cannot use the rupee in another country unless you have the required currency and the denomination applicable there. You cannot expect a baldi to buy your comb. You cannot grow trees in a desert, that's for sure. If you can analyze, criticize and conclude about something, there is no need for an argument unless you are called for the debate. If you are a successful doctor, why would you care to interfere into the engineering plans of an architect? The rules of the medical field do not sync with the rules of construction or architecture. A fault finder is usually a person who is officially appointed to find faults or someone who has no other business than searching for faults. They initiate chaos, hatred, misfaith and doubt in the path of the seeker. Unwanted information and half knowledge can grow pseudo-intellectual personalities. They are not constructive in any way. They are the destructive minds that pass eyebrow comments. There are countless dishes served upon a buffet table. Many dishes may appear strange and could be even unknown. Ultimately, you end up tasting some and appreciating only a few. Human mind needs choices, and initially we are carried away by the external glimpses. Over a period of time, the mind gains maturity and attempts to limit the choices. Later, the truth reveals itself. Each one of us has the liberty and the freedom of choice. Yes, the freedom of choice. Then the chaos is diminished and the choice appears more clearly. It is at this juncture the cosmic guidance attempts to come in. Only the fortunate few can decode it. They are addicted to doubts and logic. The conscious mind is still in play. They are stuck up here again. Our ancient scriptures have given several clues and formulas to decode this mysticism. Unfortunately, a well-trained cab driver cannot take off as a pilot in a rocket. He has to learn. He has to choose the trainer or the guide or the guru to master the sensitivities. If he still hangs on to doubt and prejudice, overconfidence or arrogance, the result could be fatal. However, in the spiritual pursuits, there is not much destruction or fatal endings unless he is into some cranky, self-attuned, weird practices. This is the juncture where the Guru appears, as rightly said, when the student is ready, the master appears. Ekam Sat Vibudha Bahuda Vadanti, or Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. The doctor, nutritionist, or a dietitian can check and analyze your metabolic, digestive and other parameters and guides you what to consume and what not to. Guru too does the same. He clears the confusion and prescribes the right practice, vidya, sadhana, upasana, mantra, deity or ritual to bring you to the balanced normal state. It is the route map. Yes, it's the route map handed over to you. Once you are evolved, awareness begins and you would slowly know that all these forms, sadhanas and practices helped you to ease out the journey to realize the ultimate formlessness of the Supreme. Nirakaram Niranjanam Tattvamasi Ekameva Advitiyam Prajnanam Brahma Sahasrakshas Sahasrapat Sarvato Mukham Sarvantaryami Antarmukhatvam. The formless Supreme, you are that, one and the only. Consciousness or knowledge is the Supreme. He is all over. He is everywhere. He is in every being. Search within to find Him. This is higher understanding indeed. This has to begin from the basics. It could be any form, any deity, any ritual, any upasana or any surrendered faith. If you have a huge globe and point out at each and every continent or country, it is insufficient for you to have experienced them all unless you take the tour under a well-versed tourist guide. Of course, you have the freedom of choice. You cannot be forced in. You should gain the knowledge to make the perfect choice. It is a long way to go and you have to start with the variety of dishes served so that you can make the right choice one day. Yes, I tell you, you should make the right choice at least